deficiency that is exhibited by a vast majority of people who fail to use their riches, influence, or knowledge to advance the welfare of our society. On the contrary, the reason tomorrow is designated to as a World TB Day is because we realize that the futures of every one of us and the people we care about are intertwined with those of others. 3 years back, in a similar way, there was COVID-19 epidemic that struck our nation and the world at large. We responded by taking action to address the pandemic as a new health socio-economic concern. As a society, we have suffered the loss of our loved ones, been subjected to curtailment of our freedom, and seen significant devastation of our economic fortunes, which has worsened the existence of unemployment and poverty challenges. It is, however, unfortunate that in some instances, Program Director, our people refuse to take medication or treatment for TB because they want to benefit from the temporary disability grant. Ladies and gentlemen, we therefore appeal to everyone to preach the importance of taking TB medication. Moreover, we can all help our people or patients who have TB, encouraging and emotionally supporting them to take their medications from our local clinics, such as the Freedom Park one, on how we can help our loved ones, because if you are not infected by TB, you are affected. In addition, we must respect people with TB just as we respect everyone else, or can even just organizations which help people with TB. We will therefore commemorate the World TB Day tomorrow to continue raising awareness about TB itself, and also to reinforce the long-established health protocols as part of intensifying our efforts towards ending this disease as a global health threat. And we also appreciate our mining communities, those that are helping us as local government, as provincial government, and national government, because together we can make it. I always say to the mining communities that we are serving the same communities. Before one comes to mine, before one goes to work, he is a resident, he or she is a resident of Rustenburg. So working together, we can build a better Rustenburg. And we really appreciate what we are always doing in making sure that we are working together as a stakeholder that is, of course, around Rustenburg. If it was not because of Impala, today we would not have a building such as this one. I think on behalf of the people of Rustenburg, I would like to thank that them on the room. They call him MEC Bekelebeke. Those that are mine workers, they call him Bekelebeke. We really appreciate what you are doing and all those that you are working with, because it contributes positively to our communities. You always take care of your workers. And Impala, they do also have a hospital that was built by Impala, the hospital that take care of their workers, because you cannot always want workers to work and not taking care of them. Their health as well, it matters. So the contribution that Impala is doing even towards their workers, I think the President of COSATU will agree with me, is what we want to see happening. You don't only have to expect production from them, you must as well take care of them. So ladies and gentlemen, Austina, on that note, you are welcome on the Platinum City, Rustenburg. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Executive Mayor, the first citizen of Rustenburg Local Municipality, for such warm, welcoming words. I think we all now feel a bit welcome and settled. And yes, I cannot agree with you more in terms of saying that we can make this world a better place. and you and I can end TB. Thank you so much, Executive Mayor, for setting the tone for today. But as we continue with our program, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to continue acknowledging the following people. I would like to acknowledge in our midst the President of NACTU, Mr. Pat Mpila is in the room. Also, allow me to acknowledge Mlungisi Kumalo from the Presidency, as well as Brenda Mudise from FEDUSA, and Gabriel Ngosi from AMCU. They are also in the midst this morning. Let us just acknowledge them and let us put our hands together and welcome them in this room. As we continue with our program, I would like just to make this brief in saying that as one of the largest employer in the Northwest Province, Impala, basically, and I think we employ about 45,000 people as Impala alone, we have made an important, we are very important and made a very important role to play and a responsibility to ensure that the health and safety of our people or our employees and the communities around where we operate is prioritized. And that is why you see us having embarked on building such a world-class clinic, if I may have to say so myself. And I'm really proud to say that as Impala, Rustenburg's efforts in this regard are significant. And not only this clinic, the Executive Mayor has just alluded about the hospital that we have built, and it's one of the most beautiful hospitals that you can really, when you walk around the area, that we're really proud ourselves as a business. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome on stage our Chief Executive of Impala Rustenburg Operation, Mr. Mark Monroe, to come and share with us some information about what Impala has done and many other projects that we have done in the community that we have impacted the lives of our community. Mark Monroe.
Thank you very much, Tina. Yeah, indeed, welcome to everyone. I just want to say to my Executive Mayor, just correct something in your speech. Impala is not your second home, it's your home. It's not your second home, because Impala is part of Rustenburg, and we are proud to be part of Rustenburg and part of this area. Isn't today an amazing day where we can have representatives of Labour, of management, we've got some politicians here as well, we've got capitalists, all together, peacefully, with one objective: to focus on solving this problem that we have in our communities, that of TB, of eradicating it from our society. I think it's good, because it represents the good in labour organisations, in unions, in capital. We all know that it's the people of this country that will generate the wealth of this country. The oil reserves we have mean nothing if it's not about the people. So I think welcome everyone to our home. Those of you who are not from Impala or Rustenburg, welcome to our home. So to all the distinguished guests, it's indeed an honor to have you in our town here. Today we gather to commemorate World TB Day and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against tuberculosis. Impala Rustenburg is honored to be part of this global initiative and stand with our partners to eradicate TB in our communities. At Impala Rustenburg, our employees form the heart of our operation strategy. As I said, it is about the people. The well-being of our employees, their families, and the communities from whence they come, is of paramount importance to us. And we have various far-reaching initiatives in place both within our organization and outside our organization, within the communities themselves. Many of which are run in partnership with the Department of Health. Our world-class facilities and medical team at our various medical centers, which we'll visit a bit later on today, enable us not only to care for the health and well-being of our own employees, but to assist in cases where medical support is needed for the greater community and society. Our response to the COVID-19 pandemic is an example of our ability, to the wealth of medical experience that we have and resources at our disposal, to assist in mitigating the impact and risk to the greater community. Throughout 2020 and 2021, at the height of the crisis, we provided support in the form of masks, sanitizers, ventilators, PCR tests, oxygen monitors and tanks, extensive vaccination drives within the organization and in the community, and a mobile vaccination clinic, all undertaken in partnership with the Department of Health. We have proudly partnered with other key stakeholders on various other initiatives, including breast cancer awareness campaign within our mine communities, and the donation of first aid kits to schools, and HIV testing to the Topoloko hospice. And we'll soon be handing over this clinic, you see over here, in Freedom Park, to the Department of Health. We also partner with the Topoloko hospice by funding the training of home-based community care workers